Imagine growing up in the shadow of Hollywood royalty, surrounded by fame and fortune, only to spiral into a life marked by addiction, homelessness, and now, unthinkable accusations. Nick Reiner, son of legendary director Rob Reiner, started with every advantage, a privileged upbringing in the glitz of Los Angeles, but his path has led to a courtroom facing murder charges in the tragic deaths of his own parents. With his family's estimated net worth exceeding $200 million and a career that once promised creative success, Nick's story raises haunting questions about privilege, personal demons, and the fragility of family bonds. What drives someone from such heights to alleged depths of despair? Stick around as we explore the highs, lows, and lavish details of his lifestyle. You won't believe how it all unraveled. Early life and challenges. Nick Reiner entered the world in 1993, born into a family synonymous with Hollywood success. His father, Rob Reiner, was already a household name, having transitioned from acting in iconic shows like All in the Family to directing blockbuster films such as When Harry Met Sally and A Few Good Men. His mother, Michelle Singer Reiner, a talented photographer and supportive partner in Rob's endeavors, helped create a home environment steeped in creativity and connections. Growing up in upscale Los Angeles neighborhoods, Nick was exposed to the industry's elite from a young age: red carpets, celebrity gatherings, and the constant hum of artistic ambition. However, this glittering facade masked underlying pressures that would later contribute to his difficulties. Family played a pivotal role in shaping Nick's early years, though not always in the ways one might expect. Rob, known for his progressive values and outspoken nature, instilled in his children a sense of social awareness and resilience, often drawing from his own experiences in a demanding career. Michelle, with her nurturing presence, emphasized emotional expression and support, teaching Nick and his siblings about compassion amid the chaos of fame. Yet, as the middle child among three, flanked by older brother Jake and younger sister Romy, Nick sometimes felt overshadowed, navigating the expectations of living up to his father's legacy. The family dynamic, while loving, carried the weight of public scrutiny, which can amplify personal vulnerabilities in ways that erode confidence over time. The challenges Nick faced began to emerge during his teenage years, manifesting in behaviors that hinted at deeper issues. Reports suggest he struggled with the isolation that comes from a high-profile upbringing where genuine friendships were hard to form amid constant media attention. This led to early experimentation with substances, a common pitfall in environments where access to excess is normalized. By his late teens, Nick's life took a troubling turn. He cycled through periods of instability, including stints of homelessness despite his family's resources. One particularly poignant anecdote involves Nick wrecking the guest house on his parents' property during a low point, symbolizing the internal turmoil that clashed with his external privileges. These episodes weren't isolated. They reflected a broader battle with addiction, where attempts at recovery were met with relapses, straining family ties and highlighting the limitations of even the most supportive networks. Nick's story underscores how societal factors, like the relentless pace of Hollywood life and the stigma around mental health, can exacerbate personal struggles. He entered rehab multiple times, allegedly 18 by age 22. Each attempt a testament to his family's efforts to intervene, yet also a sign of the addiction's grip. These hardships weren't just private, they became public through media coverage, adding layers of judgment that made recovery even harder. Despite the advantages of wealth, Nick's early life reveals the harsh reality that money can't always shield against emotional voids or self-destructive patterns. His journey through these trials set the stage for a career that attempted to channel pain into purpose. But as we'll see next, professional pursuits brought their own set of hurdles and highlights. Transitioning from these formative struggles, Nick's career path offered glimpses of potential redemption, blending personal experiences with creative outlets. Career journey. Nick Reiner's entry into the entertainment industry was almost inevitable, given his lineage, but it was far from a smooth ride. He began dipping his toes into Hollywood in his early 20s, leveraging family connections while grappling with his personal demons. His first notable step came in 2015 when he co-wrote the screenplay for Being Charlie, a semi-autobiographical drama directed by his father, Rob. The film chronicled a young man's battle with addiction and the cycle of rehab, drawing directly from Nick's own experiences. This project wasn't just a professional debut, it was a cathartic outlet, allowing him to transform raw pain into storytelling. Critics noted the authenticity in the script, praising how it captured the nuances of recovery without glamorizing the lows. Though the movie didn't achieve blockbuster status, earning modest box office returns, it marked Nick as a promising voice in indie cinema, earning nominations at festivals like the Toronto International Film Festival. Building on this foundation, Nick continued to explore writing as a means of self-expression. He collaborated on smaller projects, including short films and scripts that often touched on themes of identity, family dynamics, and redemption, echoes of his upbringing. A key milestone arrived in 2018 when he contributed to a documentary series on mental health in Hollywood, sharing his story alongside other industry insiders. This exposure not only boosted his profile, but also positioned him as an advocate, speaking at events about the importance of destigmatizing addiction. However, these achievements were interspersed with setbacks. Periods of instability affected his productivity, leading to missed opportunities and a slower career trajectory than might have been expected for someone with his background. As Nick's career progressed into the early 2020s, he aimed for independence, stepping away from his father's shadow to pitch original ideas. One significant breakthrough was securing a development deal for a series exploring generational trauma in celebrity families, which garnered interest from streaming platforms. Though it didn't fully materialize, the buzz around it highlighted his growing reputation as a thoughtful writer. Financially, these efforts contributed to modest earnings. Estimates suggest his net worth hovered around $1 million from writing gigs and residuals, but they paled in comparison to his family's overall wealth. Recognition came in subtler forms, like praise from peers for his vulnerability, which Rob publicly celebrated as a sign of strength. Yet, the career journey wasn't without criticism. Some industry observers questioned whether Nick's opportunities stemmed more from nepotism than merit, pointing to the ease of access in a field where connections reign supreme. Nick addressed this in interviews, acknowledging the privileges while emphasizing his commitment to authentic work. Another pivotal moment was his involvement in advocacy, partnering with organizations focused on substance abuse recovery. This not only added depth to his resume, but also earned him community awards for raising awareness, including a nod from a nonprofit for his contributions to youth programs. By the mid-2020s, Nick's path seemed poised for stability, with rumors of new scripts in the works. However, external pressures and personal relapses cast shadows, reminding us that success in Hollywood often demands unwavering focus. His achievements, while not on the scale of his father's Oscar nominations or box office hits, demonstrated resilience, a quality that now contrasts starkly with recent events. As we shift to his current lifestyle and assets, it's clear that material wealth has been a constant even amid turmoil, offering a lens into the opulence that defined parts of his world. In recent years, Nick Reiner's lifestyle has been a mix of inherited luxury and personal upheaval, with real estate standing out as a key element of his access to high-end living. Despite his struggles, proximity to family wealth allowed him glimpses of extravagance, including stays in impressive properties. Real estates. The Malibu Majesty, $20 million. Nestled along the pristine shores of Malibu, this oceanfront estate stands as the crown jewel in Nick Reiner's portfolio, valued at an impressive $20 million. As we step inside, the open-concept living area immediately captivates with its seamless flow, perfect for hosting intimate gatherings or simply unwinding after a long day. The main salon features soaring ceilings that amplify the sense of space, allowing natural light to flood in through expansive windows that frame breathtaking views. Adjacent to this is the gourmet kitchen, equipped with state-of-the-art appliances and a spacious island that doubles as a casual dining spot, ideal for preparing elaborate meals or quick snacks. Moving deeper into the home, the primary suite offers a private retreat with a spa-like bathroom boasting a deep soaking tub and a steam shower, designed for ultimate relaxation. The suite connects to a cozy sitting area, complete with built-in shelving for personal mementos. Nearby, a dedicated home theater provides an immersive entertainment experience, with plush seating and advanced acoustics that make movie nights feel like a private screening. For fitness enthusiasts, there's a fully equipped gym with modern machines and free weights, ensuring workouts are both convenient and invigorating. One of the standout features is the wine cellar, tucked away in a climate-controlled space that holds an extensive collection, perfect for connoisseurs who appreciate fine vintages. The home also includes a home office with ergonomic setups and high-speed connectivity, blending productivity with comfort. Guest quarters are thoughtfully placed for privacy, each with en-suite facilities that maintain the estate's luxurious standard. Outside, the property elevates leisure with an expansive outdoor pool area, complete with lounging decks and shaded cabanas for all-day enjoyment under the sun. This estate isn't just a home, it's a sanctuary that transitions effortlessly from the Malibu majesty to our next stop, a Brentwood beauty that captures classic Hollywood charm with its own distinctive flair. The Brentwood Beauty, $13 million. Transitioning from the coastal allure of Malibu, we arrive at Nick Reiner's Brentwood estate, a $13 million haven that embodies elegant sophistication in one of Los Angeles's most coveted neighborhoods. This property offers a slightly more intimate scale while still delivering on luxury, with interiors that emphasize warmth and functionality. The grand foyer leads into a formal dining room where a large table encourages memorable dinners, surrounded by custom cabinetry for displaying fine china and stemware. The heart of the home is the family room, anchored by a grand fireplace that serves as a focal point for cozy evenings. Connected seamlessly is the chef's kitchen, featuring professional-grade ovens and a butler's pantry for efficient meal preparation and storage. Upstairs, the master retreat includes a private balcony access point, but the real highlight is the adjoining bath with dual vanities and a rain shower system that provides a refreshing start to the day. For those who value wellness, this home boasts a yoga studio with mirrored walls and soft flooring, ideal for daily practice or meditation alternatives like stretching routines. A separate media lounge offers surround sound and oversized screens, perfect for binge-watching series or hosting game days. Complementing the indoor splendor is the outdoor pool, surrounded by manicured grounds that invite swimming laps or lazy floats, enhancing the overall resort-like feel. As we leave this Brentwood gem behind, it sets the stage perfectly for our final property, a Beverly Hills retreat that rounds out the tour with its own blend of style and accessibility, proving that luxury can be both grand and approachable. The Beverly Hills Retreat, $4 million. Concluding our tour on a note of refined accessibility, Nick Reiner's Beverly Hills Retreat, priced at $4 million, offers a more compact yet equally luxurious experience compared to its pricier counterparts. This home strikes a balance between the expansive Malibu and Brentwood estates, focusing on efficient design without sacrificing elegance. Entering through the main hall, you're greeted by a versatile great room that combines living and dining spaces ideal for multifunctional use, whether entertaining friends or enjoying quiet family time. The kitchen stands out with its integrated breakfast nook and high-end cooktops, making it a hub for culinary adventures. The primary bedroom suite features a luxurious en-suite bath with a jetted tub and heated floors, creating a spa atmosphere right at home. Attached is a reading nook with built-in benches, perfect for losing yourself in a good book. For work-life balance, there's a compact study with desk space and shelving for organized productivity. The entertainment den includes a wet bar and gaming console integrations, turning casual hangouts into elevated experiences. Beyond real estate, Nick's affinity for vehicles added another layer to his lifestyle, as we'll examine next. Car collection. Nick Reiner's interest in automobiles reflected a blend of thrill-seeking and practicality, often intertwined with his life's ups and downs. While not an extravagant collector, he gravitated toward vehicles that offered performance and status, each one telling a part of his story, from moments of indulgence during stable periods to reliable rides amid challenges. Let's explore 3 standout cars, arranged from the priciest to the most affordable, highlighting how they fit into his narrative. Starting with the crown jewel, a Lamborghini Aventador, valued at $500,000, this supercar embodied Nick's occasional forays into high-octane excitement. Acquired during a phase of relative stability after a successful writing project, it became a symbol of reclaiming control. The roar of its engine provided an adrenaline rush that contrasted with quieter struggles, often used for coastal drives that cleared his mind. However, its maintenance demands mirrored the highs and lows of ownership. Exhilarating, yet burdensome, much like navigating recovery. Nick once shared how piloting this beast helped him focus, turning solitary trips into therapeutic escapes, though it also drew attention that sometimes amplified public scrutiny. Next in line, a Ferrari 488 at $300,000 represented a step toward balanced luxury. Purchased following a family milestone, it blended speed with elegance, serving as a reward for personal milestones in sobriety efforts. This car featured in road trips with close friends, fostering connections during transitional times. Its handling on winding roads offered a sense of freedom, but Nick learned the hard way about the costs of upkeep, which prompted reflections on sustainability. Stories from those rides often circled back to conversations about growth, making the Ferrari more than machinery. It was a companion in rebuilding. Rounding out the collection, a Tesla Model S, priced at $100,000, shifted focus to efficiency and modernity. Added during a period of introspection, it aligned with eco-conscious trends in his circle, providing silent, smooth commutes that encouraged mindfulness. This electric vehicle accompanied him to meetings and therapy sessions, its autopilot feature allowing moments of pause amid busy days. While less flashy, it symbolized adaptation, with Nick appreciating how it reduced environmental impact without sacrificing performance. Ownership tales included charging stops that turned into impromptu reflections, underscoring a move toward practicality in an otherwise turbulent path. These cars, while impressive, highlight choices that sometimes strained resources, pointing to the need for moderation in pursuits of passion. Moving from material possessions, Nick's personal relationships offer insight into the human side of his story. Personal life. Nick Reiner's personal life reflects a story of deep family connections intertwined with ongoing personal difficulties that have placed considerable strain on those relationships. Central to this narrative is the close bond he shared with his parents, the well-known director Rob Reiner, who was 78, and producer and photographer Michelle Singer Reiner, who was 70. Married since 1989, they built a home filled with creativity and care, raising 3 children together. Older brother Jake, now 34 and pursuing acting, Nick at 32, and younger sister Romy, 28, who has also explored opportunities in the creative field. Family members and friends have often described the Reiners as a supportive group, enjoying time together during holidays, gatherings, and everyday moments. Images from public events show them united, highlighting the warmth and togetherness that defined their interactions, even as life's complexities arose. Rob and Michelle were dedicated to their children's well-being, offering guidance and resources through various challenges. However, Nick's long-standing difficulties with substance use, which began in his mid-teens, created ongoing concerns within the family. Those close to them have shared that the parents felt a strong sense of responsibility, often reflecting on their approaches to support. They explored different ways to help, from providing a separate space on their property to seeking professional advice, all while hoping for positive outcomes. Michelle once confided to friends about the emotional weight of these efforts, noting the family's commitment to finding solutions. Rob, too, emphasized understanding and patience in his interactions, moving toward more compassionate methods over time. Despite these intentions, the situation sometimes led to feelings of frustration, as patterns persisted in ways that affected everyone involved. Observers have noted that such dynamics can foster a sense of entitlement in some cases, where expectations for a certain lifestyle may not align with personal progress, adding to the quiet tensions at home. The relationships with his siblings also played a key role, as Jake and Romy grew up alongside Nick, sharing the unique aspects of their family environment. While they maintained a foundation of mutual support, Nick's challenges occasionally introduced strains, such as during times when he faced instability or needed extra assistance. Incidents like minor disruptions on the family property served as reminders of the emotional impacts these issues could have. Sources suggest Nick grappled with finding his own sense of self amid the family's prominence, which sometimes led to expressions of frustration or differing perspectives. This could result in disagreements, including one reported during a family gathering shortly before recent events, though details remain private. These moments, common in families navigating similar situations, underscored the need for ongoing communication and understanding. These family dynamics came into sharp focus following the heartbreaking events of December 14, 2025, when Rob and Michelle passed away at their Brentwood residence. The circumstances surrounding their passing prompted an investigation, leading to Nick's involvement in legal proceedings. He was taken into custody that evening in a nearby area and later faced formal charges on December 17th related to the incident. The charges include 2 counts at a serious level, with additional considerations that could lead to significant consequences if matters proceed that way. During his initial court appearance on December 17th, represented by legal counsel Alan Jackson, no formal response was entered, with a subsequent hearing scheduled for January 7, 2026. The defense has indicated a focus on aspects like well-being and related factors, while officials continue their review of the situation. In the wake of this profound loss, the family has expressed deep sorrow. Jake and Romy shared a statement conveying their immense grief. "The devastating loss of our parents, Rob and Michelle Reiner, is something no one should have to endure. They were more than parents. They were our closest companions." The message, brief and poignant, centered on remembrance without further elaboration, reflecting the sensitivity of the moment. Tributes from public figures, including former leaders like Joe Biden and Barack Obama, have highlighted the Reiners' positive contributions, offering comfort amid the family's private mourning. This period in Nick's life brings to light broader reflections on how families cope with persistent challenges, such as those related to personal well-being. While the parents' dedication shone through in their repeated efforts, the complexities sometimes raised questions about the balance between support and encouraging independence. The situation serves as a gentle reminder of how even strong family ties can face unexpected tests, prompting thoughts on the importance of resources, empathy, and timely interventions in addressing such matters. As developments unfold, the emphasis remains on respecting the process and honoring the memories of those affected. As we wrap up this deep dive into Nick Reiner's complex world, remember that stories like his remind us of life's unpredictable turns. If this exploration resonated with you, hit that like button, Subscribe for more insider looks at celebrity lifestyles, and check out our other videos for similar content. Thanks for watching. Stay curious.